Hi everyone, and welcome to the third of our live question and answer sessions in Ask Our Ambassadors series. I'm Sam and I'll be hosting today's session. So in today's session, we will be focusing on wellbeing and student support. We're going to be looking at the different types of support available to all of our students here at Royal Holloway and how to make the most of your time here at Royal Holloway. And we're going to be looking at tips on how to balance your study and social life. So this is your opportunity to ask our staff and our students here from our wellbeing team the questions which matter to you. So make sure you drop your questions into the chat. So we're going to start off by meeting our panel.
Hi, I'm Lucy and I'm head of the Wellbeing support team.
Hi, I'm Ludovica and I'm a second year management with international business student.
Hi, I'm Willis and I'm in my third year of psychology.
Hi, I'm Rusty and I've just finished my third year doing English and drama.
Amazing. Thank you guys for being here today. Like I said, if you do have any questions, please just drop them in the chat. So I've got a few questions here to start us off. So I'm going to open this up to our ambassadors. So how do you balance your time between your studies and your social life?
Well, I really value studying with my course mates because I think that it really puts together the studying and the social together. So even if I have any questions, we get to do them together. And yeah, I just think that was my big secret.
I think from the beginning of the year, we get to know what assignment we will have. So I make a plan for that first. And then after that, if I have the other time, I would just hang out with my friends.
For me, the majority of my social life comes from societies, which pretty much always do their activities between 6 p.m. and 10 p.m. So I know that my evenings are for my socialising and sort of unwinding, and then I have the day to do any academic or just general life work that I need to get done.
Perfect. So where can you go for wellbeing support in the first few days of term if you're feeling anxious about starting university?
So if you find yourself feeling a bit anxious in your first few days, which is completely normal, then you could come along and see my team, the Wellbeing support team. So we've got some lovely wellbeing advisors in the team, and you can just come along to one of our drop-ins, or you can email us and set up a longer appointment if you want to have a longer talk. And we can just give you some kind of practical advice, some signposting, or just some friendly ears to listen. But also if you're feeling anxious, a really good idea is just to get involved with the things that are going on campus. There's loads of different events like the first week to kind of get you initiated and finding out all the different things. So the SU run their Freshers' Fair, there's the Festival of Volunteering, we're going to run our own wellbeing event, and that's also with active lifestyle and sports. So come along, just take a walk around, see what's going on, and hopefully start to feel a bit more settled in.
Yeah, amazing. Thank you. So back to the ambassadors. Where is your favourite spot, if you do have one, on campus to relax?
My personal favourite place is called Crosslands. It's a cafe/bar, and they also have lots of books and board games on a little shelf. So that's a place that me and my friends really like to go to sort of unwind and have some fun.
My favourite place in the campus is the terrace in the library. So it's like a little platform outdoor and having some fresh air while you're getting tired of your study.
I'd say Founder's Reading Room because it's a great place to just read or catch up on any studies coming up or any assignments. So yeah, Founders.
I actually have a favourite place as well.
Yeah, go for it.
I like the pond with the ducks.
Cute. Okay, nice. So this is kind of relevant to that question as well. Do any of you have any activities that you do to that you enjoy or just to de-stress?
I really value the group exercise classes that the sports center does. So Pilates, HIIT workouts, spin classes. I really enjoy doing that also with my friends. And that's just a way I also get to relax a bit and do a bit of exercise as well.
For me, I just like to hang out with my friend and we just go shopping and then just go to the other town, maybe spend a day there. Yeah.
I really like to go on walks. Campus is quite close to Windsor Great Park and Virginia Water, which has lots of really nice sort of woodland, and there's a walk you can do around a lake. So that's just a really nice sort of tranquil escape from uni life and all of its busyness.
Amazing, thank you guys. I'm going to pass it back to Lucy. So what support is available for international students who are new to the UK?
So we have a wonderful team called International Advice. So they run a lot of information for students. So that will be ahead of when you get here. So things about visas or immigration, US federal loans, all of that stuff. But they also run the New to the UK programme. So that is a kind of in-person programme for students when they arrive. They can sort of get orientated with the sort of local area and also with the campus. They provide them loads of information about the sort of differences and cultural things they can expect in the UK. And it's also just a chance for our international students to meet each other. For any students who want to kind of access that in their own time, a lot of their sessions are kind of recorded, so they can sort of watch them back or find out a bit more later on as well.
Yeah, amazing. So we do have a question here. I'm not sure if you know. What can people do for financial support? Can they come to you, or is there another team that they go to?
So if students are struggling with any kind of hardship issues, or if they want kind of general advice around budgeting, then we have our financial wellbeing team. So they're a really friendly team as well. They can also kind of advocate on your behalf. So if you want like help speaking to the student loan company or things like that, they can give advice around the kind of bursaries that are on offer to particular students. So they're a real wealth of knowledge, and so that would be the place to start really if it was a financial question.
Perfect, thank you. So back to the ambassadors. So what can you or what do you do with your friends to relax together, if anything?
Mostly like a group of us like to do pub quizzes sometimes, so I might actually be going to one of those tonight, which is very exciting. Also, I'm a big fan of a games night, but also I get a lot of my friends from societies, as I mentioned earlier, so just kind of doing whatever activity is from the society. We also really like to do that to have fun.
Me and my friend like to cook together. So like in my accommodation in town, we have like a big kitchen. So we all can cook together at the weekend and just like having a little chat.
I really enjoy going to London and just like walking around and yeah, doing a bit, even like workout classes over there, like going shopping. Yeah, just exploring the town.
Yeah, cool. And we're so close to London, only about 35
Yeah.
minutes away, so it's kind of the perfect location to do that as well. Okay, so back to Lucy.
Okay.
Am I able to get a GP appointment on campus?
So yes, absolutely. We are really lucky that we have a GP surgery within our founders building. So this is a surgery completely run by the NHS, but that students can access on campus. So we actually really recommend that students, before they arrive, register with our on-campus GP and get that all sorted, and then they can have those appointments on campus throughout their time and throughout their studies with us.
Cool, thank you. Similarly to that, what mental health support is available to students on campus?
So along with my team, the Wellbeing support team, so you can come along and see us and we'll kind of help you with if you don't know which team you need or what you need, or if you need lots of different things, then we can kind of help you figure that out together, and we'll go through everything that's kind of challenging you or that's worrying you and figure that out. However, we've also got our counselling and mental health team. So we've got our professionally trained counsellors, and they do kind of solution-focused counselling. So you can see one of them, get appointments with them. And we've also got the other side of their team, the mental health practitioners. So if you have longer-term support needs, they can actually do referrals and assessments for external services, specialist services, and NHS services. So there's also that potential option as well into the future. And for students who register with our Disability and Neurodiversity Service, if you apply for the Disabled Students Allowance, it may well be that you get some mentoring or study skills support through their services. So if you're registered for your mental health, that would be another team that you would potentially then have more ongoing support with.
Okay, perfect. Do you have to pay for any of these services?
No, so all these services are completely free and just included as part of your sort of being a student. So that's not something you need to worry about.
Perfect, thank you. So another one for you.
Okay.
What support is available for commuting students if they're not living on campus?
So we have our kind of, the SU have sort of a commuting community, so that you can sort of meet with other students who are also in the same boat. There are areas on campus to kind of chill out and hang out, and kitchen facilities so that you can kind of spend some downtime here. Also our like regular activities, so we have our team called Hall Life, and that suggests that they just do things for students in halls, but they run loads of events which our commuting students are also welcome to join in with. So there's like craft nights or walks or pub quizzes and all that kind of thing. So there's lots of things on campus to kind of get involved with and meet other students who are also commuting too.
Cool. Do any of you guys commute to campus, or are you all living on campus?
I live in the local area.
Yeah, same.
Perfect. And how do you find that?
Well, I live in private accommodation, which is literally behind George Eliot, and I love it because it's a 5-minute walk from campus. So, yeah, I think it's really easy for me to get to campus.
For me, I live in town, which is like a private student accommodation as well, and it's right across the road of the train station. So it's really convenient for me if I want to go to London or like Windsor or somewhere else.
I live in a rented house share with 4 other people in Englefield Green, and I live about as far away as I physically could from uni, so I'm kind of the far end, and it's still only about a 15-20 minute walk from campus, so it's all a very walkable area.
Yeah, perfect. And it makes it really easy to be able to get onto campus to access any of these support services that you guys offer. Cool. Do any of you have any top tips for looking after your well-being around results day?
Honestly, just try to distract yourself as much as possible, I would say. It's something that's really not worth agonising over because you can't do anything to change it. So just keep yourself as busy and as surrounded with friends and family as you can, because the more you kind of think about it, just the more stressful it will become. So yeah, just keep busy.
If you're not confident with your result, then maybe you can just prepare some information that you might need for the clearing as well. So you don't get to panic on the result day to say, oh, you don't get your offer, and then where can I go? And I have nothing prepared. So maybe prepare in advance.
Yeah, I agree with both of them, and I think that there's always an opportunity. So Royal Holloway is really open for clearing. I think I joined through clearing, so yeah, don't worry.
Yeah, on that note, I would always say, because we also have our own results days coming up, it's really good to prepare who you might be with at that time and what you might sort of think about. And if you're kind of preparing for any sort of the fears that you're having, then hopefully if that happens, you're feeling a lot more relaxed. Hopefully, obviously, you get the results you're looking for. But yeah, it does ease it if you've kind of mentally imagined how you'll manage.
Yeah, cool. So we've got a couple of questions coming in. So I think this is directed to you, Lucy. So is dyslexia diagnosis under what we previously spoke about?
Yes, so dyslexia is a recognised condition that the Disability and Neurodiversity Service that you would be able to register with them for, and then they would be able to come up with you a support agreement around your any reasonable adjustments. So that might be anything that you get inside your kind of classes or lectures, and it will also pertain to your kind of any exam arrangements that you might need as well. So that will be figured out with you. In terms of registering with DNN, you can do that straight away. You don't need to wait until you arrive on campus to do that. You can get in touch with the team over the summer, get that set up, and then hopefully things will be in place earlier on and get you, hit the ground running.
Cool, thank you. I'm going to pass this back over to the ambassadors. So we've got a question that's come in that says, what's a good way to make friends or meet other students when you first start university? Do you have any top tips?
Good question. So I'd recommend getting yourself involved in as many things as possible. That can go from sports societies to I'm Italian, so there's an Italian society. And I used to do competitive skiing, so there's skiing society. So I think that's my biggest thing. But the university also has the student union has walks to Virginia Water or other things that are reinforcing for your friendships.
For me, don't miss out the fresher week, and that's when people open to friend, make new friend, and also maybe spend more time in the common area. So you get to know more people, meet more people, and then you can make more friends.
Yeah, I don't really have anything to add because that was pretty much perfect. I would say spend as much time with your flatmates as possible. Don't stay holed up in your room, and join societies is a big one because you already have a shared interest. So it'll be that much easier to get talking to new people.
Yeah, I have one. I would say keep your door open at all times when you first move in, even for the first day, the first week, and then you can catch people when they walk past your room and you can just introduce yourself. And I think that's a really good way to make friends as well.
I also would add one that, while a lot of the friends, people do meet each other in freshers, if you don't feel like you've got your solid network straight away, because that, sometimes it pans out that way and sometimes it doesn't, it's really never, ever too late, no matter what year you're in or what you're doing, to say hello to someone, sit next to someone and strike up a conversation. I know that sounds sometimes scary, but a simple hello can go quite a long way to sort of just opening the door to a new friendship.
Yeah, perfect. Thank you. This one's going to be for Lucy again. So how can the multi-faith chaplaincy help with anyone's spiritual needs?
So we have 3 chaplains here at Royal Holloway. So that's an Anglican chaplain, a Muslim chaplain and a Catholic chaplain. Anyone of any faith, any background, even no faith, can meet with our chaplains and use the support that they offer. There's also events for worship on campus, so they run various sort of things that people can get involved with. There's some societies for the different religious groups as well. And we have on campus our chapel, which, if you haven't visited, it's worth seeing. And also we have our Muslim prayer room and our Dharmic prayer room as well. So there's various spaces to kind of worship too.
Cool, thank you. We've only got a couple of minutes left, so if you do have a question that you want to ask, please pop it in the chat and we will get round to answering them. I know that you guys have kind of touched on this already, but do you have any top tips, even if it's just one top tip, on how to look after your well-being throughout your time at university?
I really value sport, so I think sport is a great way also to meet new people, and it's just a great way to detach your head and relax a bit and get involved in a good scenario, because you could do it also outside or anywhere.
For me, I value personal time. So I think having some time to cool down in your room, or maybe just lay on your bed, then phone off, just cut off all the connection with the others for an hour or two. That would be a good time for you to relax.
I would say don't put too much pressure on yourself. Uni is a time of a lot of change, and it's a lot of first times for a lot of people, and it's kind of your first time kind of living alone. So it is a time where you learn a lot about yourself, and you're not going to be perfect at everything first try. And that's really what your first year is kind of for, is to sort of adjust to those things, because it doesn't count towards your degree grade anyway. So just focus on sort of adapting as best as you can without expecting yourself to be perfect first try.
Do you have anything to add, Lucy?
I love Rusty's answer. And I was thinking while everyone was talking, I was like, oh God, how can I pick one? There's just quite a few things. I think similarly, go easy on yourself, get involved with things, enjoy it. Remember, that it's every day is a sort of host of possibilities when you're at university. There's always something to be doing or getting involved with. So let yourself make mistakes, join things that you decided you didn't like afterwards, and just go for it, really.
Yeah, amazing. Okay, I think that's a nice end to the session today. So thank you so much for joining us today. We hope you found this question and answer session useful. If you have any more questions about wellbeing and student support, please take a look at the wellbeing pages on our website, where you can also chat to current students about their experiences. And we'll put a link to both of these in the chat. So you can join us for our next live session on Monday the 1st of July at 3:30 p.m, which will be focused on prepping for university level study. See you then.